Another cracking day here on the river. Beautiful blue sky. The last wee bit's been quite bloody miserable actually. We've had quite a bit of drizzle. The river's been up for bloody ages, and this is probably the first time I've been out in about 2 months. Spent the last wee bit hanging out over in Australia on the Murray River. The Murray River, there are some big fish in there, but nah, I don't like it. Yeah, you look at a beautiful New Zealand river like this, it's crystal clear, running nice and swift. The old Murray River was just a little bit slow and brown for my liking, but oh well, we'll let the Australians have it and we'll settle for the Black Creek. We're going to toodle up this way today, have a look up through a few pools, see what's floating about. The water's freezing cold. I've got my no waders yet. We're working on waders. One thing we have got is a bloody brand new Airflow Outlander fly vest with backpack. This bloody good rooster, I know. Kim shouted me out. Yeah, cheers Kim, you're a bloody good bugger. So first day with the new vest. It's got bloody pockets and all sorts in it. Sits really nice and carries load well. We'll give it a good test today and we'll let you know what it's like, and you can probably go out and buy one for yourselves. First river crossing and just deep enough to touch the bottom of my ball bags. Jesus Christ, that's cold. Hope there's some bloody fish up here. Nice fish holding just down in here. It looks like it's quite a good size. Just down off the tip of my rod. It's going to be quite hard for you guys to see him because yeah, there's quite a bit of glare. The sun hasn't popped up yet, but yeah, it looks to be about a 5 or 6 pounder sitting down deep in the sort of the tail of this run, just off to the side, out of the main current. This is the pool I had to scrap with a couple of big boys in a couple of months back. A nice jack. Oh, beauty! Look at this thing. Holy shit. He is a monster. Water's a little bit higher than last time and a couple of degrees colder, but there's still a little bit of snow on the hills. Early days of spring yet. Give this guy another couple of minutes and I think we'll send something his way and see if he wants to play. There's quite a big bloody slip's come down here. Must have given the bloody fish a hell of a fright. The last time I came here, this was quite a nice little spot to stand, but there's been this monstrous bloody slips come down, wiped everything out, dumped a heap of boulders into the river. But even the whole bloody pool's changed in the last couple of months. You know, there's been a couple of good freshers come down over winter, and you know, this channel here is about 5 foot deeper than what it was last time, which makes it good. You know, every time you come to the river each season, you know, it's a new river after the winter floods. Haven't seen a fish yet though. Thought I saw one, don't think it was. Might have been just the edge of a shadow down deep. But we will press on. There will be a fish in here somewhere, and if we can convince one to make a mistake, we might have something decent to put on a video. Otherwise it's just going to be me walking up the river, stopping for a cup of tea and talking about giant bloody slips. Anyway, we shall crack on. What are you doing? That'll be a good way to get rid of the top section of the fly rod. Anytime you can gain a little bit of height and you're sort of concealed up in the bush, probably pays to park up for a bit and have a look. Now, it's all about glassing really. I think it's kind of like hunting. 70% watching, 30% walking. And some are in that percentile. I suppose you've got some casting and maybe some catching, but definitely more time spent looking. Looking's what it's all about. And somewhere down there, there will be a fish. He'll be holding down there somewhere. It's a matter of trying to pick the bugger up. Maybe once the sun gets a little bit higher and starts casting a bit of light into the shadows, we may have a little bit more luck. But until then, I'm just going to find a nice little sunny spot for me to sit in to try to warm my bloody legs up, and may even have a brew. Yep, that's a good brew. Still no movement down the river. They've got to be down there somewhere. I imagine that bloody slip, when that slip came down, it would have made a hell of a racket. Anything that was floating around in the head of that pool would have got a bloody hell of a fright when those rocks came in. Well, to give you an update on the new threads, the new 5S is pretty bloody good. It's got some really neat pockets on it. Now, these big suckers down here, you've got a spot to throw all your flies. Yep. So one's fallen out, but I'm sure it's probably operator error. Didn't push it into the foam far enough. And on this side we got some nymphs. Yeah, some nymphs hiding in there. Yeah, it's got a foam insert, and the foam insert lifts out. And you can just put a normal fly box in there if you want. It's got a Velcro backing on it. It seems to be very good, very, very comfortable to wear. It's got padding in all the right places, it's like a good woman. It's got some little elastic sort of springy bitty concertina attachments for putting clippers or the old strike indicator tool. Some breast pockets, I've got the camera and the spare battery in there. And on the back it's got a big bloody day bag. Not running anything in the day bag today. I think it's might be an 8 litre day bag, or is it 15? Might be a 15 litre day bag. Have a look at the specs anyway. Airflow Outlander. Yeah, great vest. Once again, cheers to old Kim. What a bloody good bugger. Might have to get him out fishing again and try to get him a 5-pounder this time instead of a 4-pounder. Oh, there's a fish down there, middle of the pool. Not overly big. It's creeping his way up. Seems to be doing a bit of a circuit. I knew it would pay to stop and have a bloody brew. We're just going to watch this guy. I think we might end up ambushing him. How will I ambush him, you ask? I'm not sure myself yet, but I hear a lot of people talking about it on YouTube. Oh, I believe it is when one casts the line out into the water, and as the fish comes past, you give the rod tip a bit of a lift, and the nymph comes up, and the fish thinks it's lunchtime, and then off you go. But I'm going to wait until he swings back in on this side again. I'm guessing he's holding over on that far side somewhere. That's probably where the bulk of the food is, and then he's sort of coming round, he does a loop back across, and then he heads back up. But at the moment he's tucked in somewhere in the tail of that run. It's probably a couple of metres behind that slip. I'll flick something out there. I've got a little size 12 pheasant tail nymph on. Size 12, I'll say again size 14. A tungsten bead and a little bit of flashback on it, much like one of these bloody looking things. And that's the fly we're using, that guy there. And knocked about, probably knocked about 10 or a dozen up the other night. I may have to postpone Smoko to go catch a fish. Postponing Smoko, we might have to clear that one through the union, but we are here to catch fish, so the Union Delegate's relatively good when it comes to fishing. Pumping out blood. It's a beautiful looking fish. He's just taking a little nymph right in the corner of his mouth. Beautiful colour. Good start. He took this little bitty size 14 pheasant tail flashback. That's the guy that did the business. That's a bloody nice little fish. 3.5 pound. 3.5 pound. Too long to keep. It was losing some blood. Not sure how that happened. Maybe a gill wrapped. Maybe the line nicked his gill, or when he was in the net he thrashed around quite a bit. I am using one of those green string nets. That might be enough reason to upgrade to a bloody one of those plastic rubber looking nets. No shortage of energy though. He shot off alright. I'll keep an eye out for him. If I see him floating upside down further down the river, oh, you can't really do much with a fish if it's oversized. I guess if it, the sad reality is if it dies, it's going to become eel food. It's a bit of a shame, but such is fishing. That guy's gone. Time for us to move on. Head up through this bouldery run, and there's a big bastard up there that gave me a couple of hidings over the last couple of years, and I'm quite keen to settle the score today, or at least see if the bugger's still home. Anywho, moving on. Now there's the fish. He's just tucked in down the bottom there and behind that rock. Seems to be holding all right. Be interesting to see if he bloody lives or not. Hope he does. But he was bleeding, you know, pumping out, so might become eel food, unfortunately. Bugger. I love this place. This is awesome. Why do New Zealanders ever want to go overseas? It's one thing I don't get. I've been all around the world, probably not to so many tourist spots, but every time I go overseas, I'm just reminded by how good it is back here. Now look at this, this is bloody awesome. Not a cloud in the sky, fish in the river. What more can you ask for? Good old New Zealand. That was parked up down the bottom there is gone. You saw me move and that was the end of that. We're going to sneak up a little bit further now and have a peek around the corner, see who's about. We've got a couple more spots to have a look at, then we're going to cut downstream for a couple of k's and have a look at another pool. One fish so far, pretty good. Better than being at bloody work, that's for sure. To see if I can see anything lurking behind these rocks, but doesn't seem to be a hell of a lot of movement down there. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something sitting off the edge here and that fast water's coming along and it drops into that deep stuff. Should be something feeding across that bit. Good fish. Right in swift water. Oh shit, he's off. Fuck! That was a beaut fish. Shit, the hook just pulled. He's sitting right down there. He's still there. There's the fish. There's my fucking line. Fish, line, angler. Yeah. I was just going 2 o'clock. The sun's starting to stream into the river and lighten everything up. We've had one fish to the net, lost one, seen a couple of good ones. It's been a pretty bloody good day actually. The weather's definitely amazing. Spring weather over in New Zealand can normally be quite rough, but no, she's bloody good. Alright, time to mosey on out of here. One to the net, one lost in the rapids, one spooked, cold feet, the vest, the Airflow Outlander vest is awesome. Yep, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Pretty bloody awesome piece of kit. Definitely, I definitely recommend investing in one if you've got a spare coin. Bloody good vests. Anyway, that's us. We're done. Time to toodle on home. Catch us next time.